Hi team, I hope you're all doing well. Today I don't have the papanya, I don't have any of that because I'm in Barcelona, I'm stuck here. I'm currently stuck because my flights were cancelled due to snow in Paris. But it's okay, you know me, that doesn't stop me from going live and making videos, especially for important videos like this one. On social media, there's the good side, where everything looks perfect and shiny, full of glitter. And then there's the other side, the one with cyberbullying, all the insults you can get, and also all the rumors, defamation, and slander. If you missed what's happening right now, it's okay. Anyway, there's going to be a big recap, and most importantly, a lot to talk about. Before anything else, don't forget to like, support, and share with as many people as possible. And really, I'm asking you to share this video with as many people as you can. Repost, do whatever you want, but at some point, my voice needs to be heard. And that's really the purpose of this video today, so I'm truly counting on you. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the little bell, knowing that we go live every evening at 7:30 on YouTube and on Kik at the same time. It's an open line, a call-in show where you can talk directly to me about everyday topics. I'll repeat the rules. Kindness, respect, and mutual support. Those are our community guidelines. It's not the first time we've seen influencers, public figures actually, being harassed, cyberbullied, slandered, defamed, with all sorts of things being made up about them. For example, we had the case of Elsa, Michu's girlfriend. People made up stories about her saying she was having an extramarital affair. They said her expressions didn't match or she looked at her phone too much. And that's the issue with social media. Interpretations can have serious consequences. That's a recent example, and now I'll talk about myself. It's been more than a year now that I've been talking about my cyberbullying, that I've been saying there are defamation and rumors about me, and yet no one talks about it. Ironically, I created an anti-bullying sign now used in schools, which makes me proud. Before we discuss serious matters, I want to thank most people. So, my community, everyone who supports me, because I see all your messages, all your emails, even the teams, they're there like, but what is this? Thank you so much for the strength you give me. I'm extremely grateful. But there is a minority of people who have decided to speak up. And that minority, well, they're making a lot of noise. And unfortunately, when you give a voice to a minority of people who talk nonsense, who don't know anything, well, rumors and misinformation spread just like hate. Watch this video first before we get to the main point.
Good evening, everyone. So tonight I've decided to speak up about this. I think you've all heard about this story concerning Ophenya. So I've decided to speak about it. So basically, Ophenya is being accused of creating a cult, of manipulating her followers, like of being too close to them, too close a relationship. Like, here's what's being held against her. As someone who has already spent time with her, I was impressed by her personality and by her presence with her community. The truth is, she's someone who does it naturally. It's about being able to be spontaneous. It's not calculated. That means that she can cross 10 cities to make people happy and visit a school for photos with her team. After a while, even better. So much the better that thank God we still have people like that who are caring because they know it's thanks to those people that they exist. You believe the world only has influencers who act like stars and don't care about their followers or communities. They just live their lives and don't care or show any gratitude. They treat you terribly. Honestly, I don't understand. Let me tell you something. First of all, there's one thing I don't understand. When a public figure doesn't pay attention, leaves people on red, doesn't take pictures, doesn't do anything, people blame him for acting like a star. Yeah, you're acting like a star. You've been acting like a star ever since you became someone, blah, blah, blah. And now, when there's someone who's caring towards his community, who's there for them, who helps them, who guides them, who gives them advice, who goes in front of schools to take pictures, things like that, that's not okay either. Like, it's crazy. Once again, controversy. Everyone is close to their community. It doesn't bother anyone. But one person in particular, because he has a commitment that's pretty strong, even really strong, now that's a problem. What's wrong with being there for your community, giving advice, being close, even sending a message, good night? I don't know, like, in that case, if you don't want your children or whoever to get a kind message from the influencer they follow, take their phone immediately, remove TikTok and everything else, then let everyone live their own life.
I didn't show the full video, but I encourage you to watch it using the link in the description. Thanks, Noodles. And I'm a little embarrassed because for those who know, Noodles is actually someone who really knows me. And someone I deliberately removed from my life, actually. And thank you, because I'm actually shocked that you made a video. Honestly, I really wasn't expecting it at all. And really, thank you so much. You've already been able to understand a little bit about what I'm being accused of, etc. which I don't really understand either, to be very honest. But in order to properly go over everything that was said, well, I'm going to play the video for you, and we'll be able to respond to it together at the same time. Previously, my TikTok account was banned without explanation. I never got an email or any notice saying I violated community guidelines, which makes no sense. I've already made 2 videos explaining this, so check them out if you haven't yet. In short, minors are allowed on TikTok. It's a platform where the community guidelines say it's for ages 12 and up. And when I do my lives, if people who join are minors, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not there monitoring their phone. I'm not there when they sign up on TikTok. That's not my role. I'm not the police. I'm not the parents. I'm not the TikTok platform. For those who have known me for a long time, I think we can all say that my content is meant to help others, not to use others. And already there's a huge gap between helping people and using them. The other problem is that the people who say this are absolutely not part of my community. So I think my community, and even the parents in my community, because I'm very close to some parents, are really the only ones who can talk about my content, who can talk about what I do every day, because they follow me every day. I want to remind you that I already filed a complaint against these groups, but no one mentioned it. And yet, I've made several videos about this. It's been more than a year now that everything I do is being taken and twisted. And sometimes they even make up things out of nowhere that I don't even know about. I'm telling you honestly, they're not judging my actions, they're judging me as a person, which is really serious. These different groups, by the way, who will be featured later in the BFM TV video we're going to watch, are speaking without any basis. Everything is hypothetical and interpreted, like how people analyzed Elsa's reactions. As for me, ever since I came
on the internet, and since I've become a bit more public, people haven't stopped making up stories about my life, and ever since we've been together, they've been inventing 1,000 stories about us.
Anyway, now the video.
Let's go. The 24-year-old video creator is popular on social media.
Hello, Mom. On TV, they said I was 24 years old. You lied about my birth date. The source is wrong, but it's not that complicated.
For a year now, they've been accusing Ophenya of manipulating her young audience to the point of creating a codependent relationship.
It's going to play out through a hyper presence. That means live streams every night.
First argument, completely worthless. I think any sane person will realize that very quickly. A hyper presence on social media isn't valid. It's my job, it's my social media, and therefore I do what I want. I'm not forcing anyone to watch my content. Plus, she justifies her argument with live streams every night on TikTok. I don't think doing live streams every night on TikTok is forbidden. This group is made up of volunteers and irresponsible people who turn their frustrations into social issues. They claim to speak for and protect youth they don't know and who don't want them. This group is not legitimate and only represents themselves. They pretend to serve the public but have no real connection to it.
That means private channels where she will contact them at any hour of the day or night whenever she feels like it.
The private channels she'll use to contact them. Second argument, completely ridiculous. The channels that the person with the Batman modified voice is talking about are the Insta channel, the WhatsApp channel, which are tools set up for content creators to be close to their community. And by the way, no one is tagged in the channel. We post whenever we want and you are absolutely not required to turn on notifications.
And then as for Ophenya, she keeps her private life to herself.
Elle's private life, that must be it. It's fine, that's it, yeah.
That is to say, she doesn't hesitate to exchange private messages with young girls.
So, in my community, there are a lot of girls, but there are also a lot of boys. So already saying it's just young girls is wrong. And again, all of this is based on what they see, on their interpretation. It seems to me, and my community will tell you the same, that the first lesson for younger generations should be not to trust something seen in 5 minutes. Personally, I have always taught them to never judge a person through a screen because you don't know them. Also, my DMs are my business. If I want to reply and wish someone good luck in a DM, I do it. If someone DMs me privately, I'm free to respond or not. And that's my freedom. And if we still have to justify that, well, that's really serious. Let me remind you, as you like to say, young girls can be subject to parental controls on the platform. And that's absolutely not my role. Besides, you just have to look at my content and my live streams to understand that there's absolutely nothing problematic. And it's at that very moment that you realize the problem these people have isn't with my actions or anything else. It's my personality, my authenticity that bothers them, and the fact that people like me. And the worst part of all this is that it's not even the parents from my community who complain about it. It's people who come out of nowhere and don't know you at all. I often speak with various parents, as you've seen during live streams or elsewhere, and highlight them. And there has never, ever, ever been any problem. And if you ever need one more thing, you can add this. Recently, a mother who is suffering from cancer and is going to die soon contacted me. It was to make her little girl's dream come true. Because yes, this little girl is going to lose her mother. So I met this little girl. I was even able to make videos with her. Her mother was even in the videos.
I don't need to repeat myself 5 times. There's nothing to report. A mountain of words there, but I stayed passionate. I wouldn't know all these values if I hadn't called. In the middle of trouble, no, I go all the way to Katama.
That she loved you, I was solid since kindergarten. We took risks, we thought we were eternal. If you want billions, they'll come to love you.
And during the meeting, I learned that she had a second dream, which was to go horseback riding. But as you know, horseback riding is expensive. I recently found a riding center to make this little girl's dream come true. If that bothers you, I'll keep bothering you for a long time. I still have many things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, and happiness to give. I'm not ashamed to say I love my community and aim to make as many memories as possible, since we'll all leave eventually. What lasts aren't material things, but memories. I'm also grateful to my community. They know it because I've always told them I know I'm here today thanks to them, and if they can explain that to me, it's important. It's unfortunate to criticize someone for caring about their community and being grateful. Many public figures like Bilal Hassani have fan accounts. For the record, I don't like Bilal Hassani.
He has told me I love you more often than my own father. But that doesn't mean it's about emotional dependency. Then there's his I love you response and the fans' reply. It's very common for fan accounts to highlight private messages, like Bilal Hassani, for example, who says, haha baby.
Nothing wrong with that, especially since she's valued for being close to her community. And it's beautiful. So for example, accusing someone of being a pedophile, I think that's very serious. Words have meaning. We need to stop using them carelessly. And that, for example, is stirred up by people like the Mir Collective, Kioni Arubi, or the Edu Collective.
Private messaging with young girls using language that raises questions for us.
This collective isn't questioning my language, but me personally, since their arguments are ad hominem, not objective. And when you realize that from the beginning their arguments make no sense, well, it's the same thing when they expose a private message with a follower that's completely taken out of context. You have absolutely no idea about my relationship with this person. And once again, these interpretations lead to rumors and cyberbullying. And here, I'm not just talking about myself. I'm also referring to my fan accounts being cyberbullied. Just check one of their posts to see what they're experiencing. And the only arguments from those people are, you don't have the right to speak because you're a fan of Ophenya, or you don't have the right to speak because you're too young. It really shows the maturity and mentality of people today. Of course, I give all my support to the fan accounts. I see that you are fighters, don't let anyone bother you, help each other and support one another. We're a close-knit team and we're going to stay that way. Since then, I want to point out that all the brands I've worked with who have met my community have all told me the same thing. You are an extremely kind and very well-mannered team, and I have seen it myself. You have been raised extremely well by your parents. So don't listen to anyone. You have the right to be a fan of whoever you want, as long as it makes you feel good and brings you something positive. And if someone comes to criticize or judge you tomorrow because you like something, just remember this. We don't judge people's tastes or preferences, and even less should we harass someone just because, for example, you like something different. It doesn't make any sense. Learning not to judge people's tastes is just a matter of education. In this environment, we quickly get used to it. Now, community, it's our turn to ask a question. When you say you're shocked by the language, are you shocked by this too?
Credible, intelligent people don't insult. They present arguments instead.
Hours spent writing them. Hours and hours until you can't sleep anymore. You walk around, you walk around, you walk around, you walk around, but
that must follow TikTok's community guidelines since it's neither banned nor reported. This is decadence. If someone is connected and supported by their different groups, and that doesn't shock anyone. So stalking me for a year, knowing that I don't respond to you and condoning this kind of talk from people you promote, I think that's really serious. Honestly, there is still a lot more to say. But I have to admit that since I filed a complaint with my lawyers, I prefer to leave it in the hands of the justice system because there is so much. Because what these people are doing is punishable by law. And anyone who tries to say that Ophenya is in court, it's because you clearly haven't listened properly to what was said. Justice does not mean prison. Reporting does not mean filing a complaint. And for that, it's important not to interpret words based on the image you have of that word. Consider the harassment and cyberbullying I've faced for some time. It's better to let the victims speak instead of those I've complained about, especially since no complaints have been filed against me. I'm the one who filed complaints against people, not the other way around. With that, team, I hope this video was able to clarify things for you. I'm counting on you to share it as much as possible. Really make a lot of responses. It's important that my voice is heard. And at some point, we can't just let it happen. We can't allow this relentless harassment. We can't let this cyberbullying, this injustice take place. It's just not normal. So let's keep fighting against injustice, and as for me, everything is fine. Don't worry, I'm feeling great. I sleep very well. And above all, I send you lots of kisses. I love you all very much. And I'll see you later at 7:30 p.m. for a live stream maybe. I think my flight is between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. The live stream might be earlier. Sending lots of kisses and love to everyone, especially the team. Sorry, I forgot to mention something. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Kisses to the Ninis and Ninos. We haven't forgotten you.